Good evening, football fans. Welcome here to beautiful Elk Grove, Illinois, where we are here live for the first time. Girls flag football is going to be on the air here on EGTV. I'm Chris Randall, joined by John Walls. We have Elk Grove hosting Fremd tonight. John, what do you expect to see here this evening?
I have no idea. I will tell you, I'm super excited. You know, lacrosse came in for girls sports not too long ago, and now it's flag football. This is the first year in the EGHS, I believe. There's not as many teams as men's or boys football, but I would bet you in 3 to 5 years that'll change. This is all brand new for all of us.
Absolutely. Sit back and enjoy some history here tonight. First time on the air, flag football for the women's side. Grenadiers versus the Vikings. Jerseys, Elk Grove is going to be in their green uniforms with yellow lettering. As for Fremd, all white with green lettering. And we'll give you a little bit of rules. So the ball will be starting around the 20-yard line, and first down is going to be every 20 yards from there. So 40-yard on your side, 40-yard on the other side, 20-yard, and then into the end zone. Clock will stop at the final minute of each half, and that's it. It's going to be 7-on-7 here onto the field. And then, obviously, touchdowns are 6 points. Extra points will be 1, and that play will be from the 5-yard line. It's going to be pass only. And if you want to go for 2, it's going to be a play from the 8-yard line, and you can pass or run on that one. As those are kind of the rules of what everything else is very similar to football, aside from no contact as much as possible.
It's very strange out here seeing 3 referees and no chain gang.
Yeah.
There's not 85 kids on each sideline. There's not 75 coaches between the two. You can tell this is the first year, but I was looking at Elk Grove's roster. 10 out of the 20-some are sophomores, which is extremely encouraging. You have to start somewhere.
So Grenadiers here this will be starting 0-2. They have allowed 70 points on the year, have not gotten into the end zone yet, as they've lost to Schaumburg 40-0 and Niles North 30-0. On the other side, Vikings of Fremd come in 2-0. They've scored 46 points, have allowed 13. This is going to be their first away game of the season, though. And it looks like it's going to be Elk Grove ball to start.
Yeah, 7-on-7, and it's just so strange. We're so accustomed of positions and how many are down linemen and whatnot. So this is all brand new. You just have 2 wideouts, 3 rushers, and call it 2 safeties over the top.
And they will be out of the shotgun here, as we're ready to go. Girls flag football, as the snap is going to be fumbled, and that instantly is a dead ball. So just a loss of a couple yards. The first down line does not change no matter if there's a penalty or not. So they still have to get to the 40-yard line here, and it is second down.
And there is no blocking. It's just more setting screens as you would see in basketball.
So Amanda Petrick is the QB. Yes, this is another bad snap. And it's going to be now placed at the 6-yard line for Elk Grove. Third down, and have a long way to go. You are able to punt to get rid of it. That's the only other way. There are no kickoffs after touchdowns. You just go straight to the 20-yard line to start. As this is a good snap. And QB draw it's going to be. Blankenship with the run has her flag pulled right around the 15-yard line. And that's going to move it to 4th down.
That was Peyton Blankenship carrying the ball.
Yeah, that's a good play. You just got to get out from outside your end zone. But it's so weird. We're so used to. I'm looking at how far to the first down it is. It's the 40, and then if they get to the 40, then it's the next 40, and so on.
Yeah. So clock is going to continue to run here all the way until the last minute of the half. Then dead balls will stop the clock, and so on forth. But other than that, we have a running clock here in between the 2 halves. It's going to be 2 20-minute halves will be played. And it's only going to be a 2-minute break, so 2-minute halftime, then we get right back into the action for the second half as Elk Grove punts this one away.
Yeah, there's no going into the locker rooms, right?
No. As now it's going to be caught. Gwen Zimmerman receives the punt, and she is gone. It's going to be a race from Blankenship, and Zimmerman. Blankenship is able to pull her flag.
She got her.
She raised the flag looking like she caught it, but no, they're going to call a touchdown right away.
Zimmerman, I believe.
Yeah, this will be a hard sport for us to call, but I love the fact that we're here. I hope we do more, but it's so hard to see the flag. You just got to rely on the referee.
Yeah, that's definitely. You just got to see those signs. And especially, too, the Outgrove jersey's got some white in it, and the flags are white.
Yeah.
And obviously for Fremd, their flags are red, so it's a little bit easier to see.
For sure.
We are up in the booth, so here's going to be a play from the 8-yard line. This looks to be, as it is now, QB draw. Outgrove brings the rush. Bell DeMar throws it, and it's going to hit the ground. So it's going to remain 6-0 for Fremd.
So if they do the extra point from the 5, they must pass, correct?
Yes. Yep, and that's going to be worth 1. As
if
if
they do it from the 8, they have the option to run or pass, and that's worth 2.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So that was a 2-point opportunity. It was failed, so 6-0 our score. As Outgrove will be starting now from the 20. Their second possession. Blankenship, the QB. Amanda Petrick, the snapper. They have 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left, and one running back right behind Madison Cano. And they fake the handoff to Cano. Throws it right to Cano. She connects, and flag is going to be pulled at the 25-yard line. So Outgrove converts and gets a positive play on this drive to start it off.
And I do see that the Fremd or defense has to say a certain amount of yards off as they get a little closer to the booth. I'll tell you, it looks to be about 5 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
26-yard line, so it's second down.
And what I read was, too, is if you want to rush, as in like a blitz, it has to be right away so the QB can see that you're being blitzed.
No delayed middle linebacker or anybody coming through.
Mm-hmm. As this one's blitzed right away, it's going to be a flea flicker. Blankenship gets away from the tackle or the flagpole and turns it into another positive gain. It looks like this one's going to be a gain of 3. So it's going to be about 3rd and 8. As in regular football, you'd say 3rd and long. You're at 8 yards is a long. But not really here. It's very quick. A lot of air-seeing plays as you get onto the higher level.
You see a lot of spin moves at the end. It's the only way to avoid a flag, right?
Blankenship takes a snap, avoids the rush, throws it up into the air. It's going to be intercepted by number 9, Jordan Farrell of Fremd. But good start there. Good second drive for Outgrove. Coming in 0-2, not having to score a point, that's definitely a mental killer. But at that time, you just want to get wins and try and move the ball forward.
That's so new for everybody.
So I assume here, starting at what seems to be the 44-yard line, 43-yard line, they'll have to get to the 20 to get to the first down mark.
Yeah, see, that's something we're going to have to figure out because it's 20 yards. Is it 20 yards from the ball? And to Chris's credit, he and I researched the rules to this. It was almost impossible to find.
Yeah, no information, very little.
It's new to the state of Illinois, that's for sure.
So 2 receivers to the QB's left, 1 to the right, and then 2 people behind. Looking to throw. This is Lily Mayer. Mayer connects to the pass with Sam Starachowski, and she is going to be flag pulled.
It's funny when somebody gets the ball in the middle and there's kind of a grouping. The person with the ball, they're running, but it's human nature to look back to see, hey, did they get my flag?
You can't really feel it.
Yeah, just instead of going and let somebody tell you otherwise, right?
The cameraman, Joey, he said essentially flag football is just tag with a football, and that's actually a very funny statement. As it's going to be dropped, and it's going to be a dead ball instantly. So number 9, Kwand Abarask, got some pressure.
She was in there quickly.
Yeah, she definitely blitzed quickly and caused that one. I don't know if that's number 9 or number 3, London Buchanan. Numbers are a little tough to tell.
Saying if you blitz, you have to do it right away.
Yeah,
so
right as the ball
snapped.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking I would blitz every down, but
yeah, I would agree.
I've seen 6 plays so far.
As this one is flea flicker type play. It's going to work out. And flag will be pulled right around the 24-yard line. On the run there it looked like number 2, Gabby Weber. Or number 1, actually, Jillian Simeone.
So they're saying 3rd down.
Yeah, so
they have to get to the 20.
Yeah.
So it's 3rd down.
This clock runs here. 13 minutes left to go in our first half. It's going to be quick here this whole evening on this game. You'll kind of blink, and then it's already halftime, and then you'll blink again, and the game's over. There's different formations here, too. I mean, it looks like Fremd is, in a way, running just triple option,
they just
essentially.
overloaded the left side.
As it's intercepted. This is number 2. Camila Benitez Dominguez getting the interception.
Yeah, she just slid right in front of the receiver. The pass was kind of
behind the runner.
Yeah, it was behind the receiver. So good job.
There you go. Elk Grove gets the first turnover of the game. I'll see if they can commit and push the ball onto the other side of the field for Fremd. It's going to start at the 27. Now I assume they only need to get 13 yards here for the first down.
Guess. I'll ask the coach after the game if I can catch her.
Because we did say the head coach for Elk Grove is the head women's basketball coach, or the assistant coach for this flag football team is the head women's basketball coach.
She's got all day to throw.
As almost intercepted right back as Jordan Farrell was there right through her arms. The intended pass was to Otelia Moreau of Elk Grove.
Yeah, the receivers were so deep. All she had to do was beat one defender, and she might have come out about 6-7 yards.
In a way, it just kind of seems like both defenses are playing like prevent. Just keep the ball in front of me, and we'll grab your flag all the way up. And it's kind of worked so far. As here's a handoff. This is number 4.
Good play.
Madison Cano. It is grabbed right away.
Good pursuit by Fremd.
So it'll be
3rd and 8.
Yards, 32. They need to get
Ella Todd with the tackle.
And 8.
So, Cano on the year we've only seen like one game on stats at Elk Grove, but had 5 receiving yards, and then Amanda Petrick had 10 passing yards. Blankenship has had 30 rushing yards. So, again, I'm not exactly sure what game or what stats are 100% accurate as Blankenship gets around the corner. It gets to the 40-yard line, and way more gets pushed out and flag grabbed at the 50. So Elk Grove right at midfield. Peyton Blankenship with about an 18-yard run there.
Peyton came around the corner and was fast, and then she actually put it in an afterburner.
Yeah.
She has a second gear. That was great.
Peyton Blankenship, one of the 4 juniors on this Elk Grove team, it looks like, and there's only 2 seniors on Elk Grove. So, as John kind of said, it's a very young team.
Petrick and Kopex.
So here's Blankenship, drop back to pass. Pass is now intercepted.
Great interception.
It's a diving effort there by Fremd. Let's see the number 9. That's Jordan Farrell. So, first interception by her went through the arms. Second one, she makes a great diving effort.
I'm really hopeful that years down the road we're doing a couple of these and you can see the progression.
Absolutely.
Not just these teams, but on the sport itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Girls will start playing at a younger age, more coaching. It's just great to see.
So if you are wondering, too, why Elk Grove is wearing these Guardian-type caps and Fremd isn't, the caps are not required on the uniform, but all players must wear mouth guard on the field at all times. And obviously flags, because you need that, be pulled as Jillian Simonian has her flag pulled at around the 46-yard line.
6-yard line. So it's a gain of 7 yards.
Halfway through our first half here. It is 6-0 in favor of the Vikings.
Second down. Fremd needs to get to the 40. They need 7 more yards.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see where this team came from as far as other extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
Other sports? Is it just never played a sport before?
Pass deep for Fremd, and it's going to split the 2 players, Gia Gillespie and Gwen Zimmerman. Or actually, that's Madeline Vanoa.
Elk Grove had great defense on that. There wasn't more than a yard of separation from any of the receivers. That was a good play.
We got timeout, so clock will stop on timeouts. I believe each team gets 2 timeouts for half, or possibly, 2 timeouts per half. And it is going to be third down, actually, for Fremd after this timeout.
Yeah, I know years ago, I know and I guess he's still there, is John Caney's the AD for Conant. And when they had started lacrosse, and they weren't sure if they were going to get many kids and whatnot, or girls, I should say, for girls lacrosse. And he said they had to cut people. There were so many kids. and it decimated all levels of cheerleading.
Yeah.
The kids didn't want to cheer; they wanted to play. So I suspect as this sport grows in the next 2 to 3 years, you'll see some more 3-sport athletes. That might have been 2 want to play that 3rd fall season.
Yeah, absolutely. As what I coach softball, a lot of my girls that are in freshman, sophomore year of high school, they are playing on their respective high schools as well. As this is a fall sport. It doesn't interfere with basketball, softball, and even women's soccer as the 3 main sports you would say in the for women's is passes complete after the. So Sammy Strowski receives and gathers.
And she did a nice job. She ran through contact and actually got about 12 more yards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Elk Grove thought they had a flag, but they did not.
Yeah. The only, as going back to that last conversation, the real competition here that flag football has during this time of year is women's volleyball. And obviously women's volleyball is a huge draw to girls all around. But you would say basketball is really growing in the women's sport. As this pass is completed, Gia Gillespie pulled right around the 11-yard line.
Nice pass, nice catch.
Yep.
To the Grenadiers 13-yard line.
Yeah, we could use this weather on all the games
Absolutely.
at the stadium this year. It was absolutely gorgeous out tonight. We've got a couple varsity football games coming up.
Yep. Friday will be our first boys football varsity game streamed on EGTV, so check that one out. We'll have more information on it later as it's a run play for Fremd. Trying to get around the corner. She's going to say the ref looks like she stepped out at the 2-yard line. It's going to be number 13, Lily Mayer, on the run play there. So 2-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd and goal, essentially, from the 2.
Debbie, our sign-led camera person, getting
Got to
get
right into the pylons over there.
Got it in.
See where they're going to put it.
She'll be on the move tonight.
Just inside the 2, so it's 2nd and goal.
Play here for the Vikings inside pass. And it's going to be wide open touchdown. Looks like Gabby Weber on the receiving end of this touchdown for Fremd. So that gets the score to 12-0.
Yeah, they had 3 wideouts in the left corner, and everybody was looking that way, including the quarterback. And one of the receivers just got 2 yards in, sat down, and
everyone else kind of went away from her. So looks to be another play from the 8-yard line, looking to get this score to 14 for Fremd. Quarterback. She's going to run towards her left, throw into the end zone, and this one is complete. Adrienne Farewell with the receiving end, so that does get the score to 14-0 in favor of the Vikings.
That was the same play they ran on the last extra point, except the Grenadiers just lost that receiver in the corner.
Yeah. So let's see if Elk Grove can build up from their last one. Obviously, it did end in a turnover. But they got a lot of yards. They were onto the plus side of the field. And that's really the only thing you're looking for is just taking steps forward.
It looks to me like all the players are playing too, which I think is huge. Yeah. If you want to grow a sport, you can't be that guy, coach, that plays 5 or 6 or plays 11 or 12 on offense. You got to get kids involved. They don't get up at 5:30 in the morning to practice to not see any playing time.
Blankenship pass. knocked down. Pass intended for Madison Cano, broken up by Gwen Zimmerman of Fremd.
For a 2nd down. 20 still needed for the 1st down.
2nd and 20 here it will be. Very interesting as how they do it. No chain gain. It's a little weird not seeing one out here, but essentially it is just every 20 yards you get a 1st down unless you're inside. Cano receives this one, able to turn.
That's a good play.
And flag will be pulled 5 yards after.
About 2 or 3 yards.
That's a good play, although I'd like to just see a little pump fake and then have the quarterback go the other way. If you can get, because there's only one defender between her and the secondary.
We kind of were saying that we see a lot of passing, and that's absolutely what we've seen, but everybody drops back and there's 5-6 yards in between. You really only have one player to beat on a rushing play. As here's more yards by Blankenship. Her flag has not been pulled yet. And finally, she would have been home on that one, Peyton Blankenship, but she is going to get all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a great call.
Before being flagged. Bella Del Mar pulls it. But yeah, I feel like running is kind of the way to go in this.
Yeah, but you just couldn't do it every play. They'd be on you, you know?
Yeah,
it's just like
absolutely.
anything. You just got to show one thing and give it the other. That was a great run.
Peyton Blankenship has definitely been the key player for Elk Grove so far on the offensive side. Blankenship drops back, throws it over, reception caught. This is Otila Moore. He's going to grab some yards and be pulled right around the 48-yard line of the other side. So the benefit of getting chunk plays is you start first and 20 or whatever, and then say you get to the 50, then you only have first and 10 instead of, and then so on and so forth, because the first down line's never changed. 20, 40, 40, 20 touchdown.
Well, in theory, I'm thinking, it would be you're going to have a lot more chunk plays, right?
Yeah.
So 10 yards really is like 5 yards in regular football.
Blankenship splits the defenders. And it's actually, she's going to get loss of 3 yards.
Well, they pinched her and made her run up the middle, and that's the way to defend that play. You might see more of that if the Grens try to keep running. But if you just have a sole defender rushing, I mean, she's got the leg speed to get away from everybody.
Blankenship.
And they're going to rush 2 here.
Yep, here they come again, looking to throw, able to throw it, intercepted, flag pulled right away. Intercepted by Ava Anzalone of Fremd, getting the 2:43. I believe the timeout was just called, and it has by Elk Grove. 14-0 here.
At their own 45-yard line, they're going to have a first down.
So essentially, everybody is available to catch the ball or the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 15 yards.
While we got a quick second, John did bring it up. Our next telecast will be Friday, right back here at Elk Grove High School. The football team will take on Niles West High School, and that will start at 7:30 p.m. Obviously, you know, it depends on how long the JV game goes and so forth, but get ready around 7:30. You can watch the game live on Comcast Channel 6, EGTV Facebook page, or on the YouTube channel EGTV as well. And if you want to see this one again, the first time being girls flag football broadcasted, you can watch it on the on-demand site that can be found at egtv.org. As the Elk Grove timeout has come to a close.
I see a lot of smiles and laughing out there.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think everyone's just enjoying it, being out here.
That's great.
And we'll definitely continue to see. I have a feeling that this sport will continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with, obviously, this male, but flag football being in the Olympics, I can only imagine if this sport grows, the female will also have a flag football into the Olympics at one point as well. Unless that starts also in 2028. But I know for sure the boys' side will have that.
I did see where LA said no thanks to the breakdancing. And I didn't know they had the option to do so, to be honest with you. But yeah, I guess the home country has an option to put 1 or 2 sports in or out.
Yeah, and that's why baseball and softball will be back.
Yeah. That baseball was fun a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was.
Down in, I can't remember where the games were, but we got a mark. First flag of the day.
Pass going to be completed. This is Sam Starachki trying to cut back, and flag's going to be pulled.
Good defense.
It looks like it's going to be short of that first down marker, so 3rd and 1.
Illegal procedure.
Yep, and it's going to be on the Fremd side.
Somebody moved early.
We'll see exactly where they're going to spot this here. We haven't seen a flag yet, so we're both kind of intrigued on what's going to happen.
I think it's where the penalty happened, and he's going to mark off some yardage.
I think the refs are trying to figure out exactly what happens, too, on a flag.
Looks like a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Still 2nd down, but now the Vikings are pushed back after the 5-yard.
So a penalty was accepted on the Vikings side, or on the Grenadiers side.
And they need 13 more.
Blitz coming for Elk Grove.
Oh, they hit her.
Gets away from it. Pass completed right back to Sam Starachki. She's going to get the penalty yards back.
Yeah, not much after that.
So it gets to 3rd down and need about 8 yards to continue the drive here. I assume you're going to probably go for it. As we are 1 minute left to go in the half. So clock will now technically stop on like incomplete passes and so forth here for this last minute. It's a QB, Lily Mayer.
She's got some help in the back.
Two receivers to her left, motion right behind her towards her right. Mayer pressured, throws, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by number 5, Valeria Abarcia.
I gotta be honest, I thought they had her for a sack prior to her throwing the ball.
So she does step out of bounds, so they stop the clock.
That's a great
30 seconds remaining here in the first half. 14-0 our score. See if Elk Grove has a push here to get a score. They do have a timeout left.
Gosh,
and that is Valeria Abarcia. She comes to the sideline, pumping her fists.
It's a great interception. All you need is just one tiny little hole, and
yeah, absolutely,
you get chunks and chunks of yardage here.
I mean, both players, I think the real main difference right now is Fremd can kind of throw it. Elk Grove's having a little struggle throwing it. But the players are fast on both sides.
Send 2 here.
As here they come, Blankenship throws Cano. This pass is going to be batted down by Gwen Zimmerman. Clock does stop here just because of the incomplete pass. 20 seconds to remain. Good athletic play there by Gwen Zimmerman.
Yeah, Fremd. Fremd sending 2 to the quarterback has worked out much better than we were sending a solo.
Kind of keeping Blankenship contained as much as possible, as she's got a lot of speed, the junior for the Elk Grove side. 2 come once again. Blankenship jukes them both out. Flag is not pulled. Blankenship continues to run past the 50, cuts back into the field. She's in bounds. Blankenship's going to get the first touchdown in Elk Grove history for girls flag football.
That's awesome.
They're going to flag on the play as well. And it's going to be on Elk Grove. This is going to come back as Blankenship took it to the house.
She did everything you'd want her to do, right? She avoided the two rushers.
The officials are around the 40.
So we'll see exactly where they spot this.
So I don't know. I got to see what this hand signal is. I typically know my hand signals, but that was a new one.
I think they already gave the signal as well. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure what that one means.
I'm going to have to look that up. That's a shame.
Peyton Blankenship.
We're down to 13.8 seconds on the snap.
That may be illegal. Yeah, someone said here blocking the back.
Oh,
and so that's what they say. So Blankenship passed to Cano, instantly met, flag grabbed, 8 seconds, and it's going to continue to run.
And that's right, because that goes back to you can't block. You have to just screen
get
in the way of somebody, right?
Exactly, yeah. So you're not blocking. You're setting a pick as you were in basketball.
And it's definitely not a spot foul. Because they came back less 5.
So after the completed pass, it's going to be right at the 45-yard line. Have to go 55 yards with 6 seconds left to go here into the half as Coach calls a timeout. Right before the half. It's just a quick reminder. It's only going to be 2-minute halftime, so if you want to continue watching, as we hope you do, only 2 minutes, and then we'll be right back into action here. He's John Walls. I'm Chris Randall. I assume we're going to be staying with you here through those 2 minutes as well.
Right? I would think. Yeah, that's a shame. That was a really nice play by Elk Grove. It won't be their last attempt, but it would have been nice to get off the
get those first points of the season. So 6 seconds remain here in half number 1 at Elk Grove High School.
Play resumes. Elk Grove has the ball.
This time Blankenship's in the backfield, trying to see the number of the QB. In a flea flicker, that was number 1 passing it to Blankenship. Blankenship launches it into the air, and it's going to hit off the chest of the Elk Grove player, number 4, Madison Cano.
Madison's not at all happy about that.
No, she got kind of pushed in the back.
She got pushed in the back, and as it was hitting in her hands.
Hey, you love the competitive spirit. So 2 minutes on the clock as we're in the halftime. We'll give a quick announcement about. See what we got here.
Thanks to EGTV for putting this together. I'm super happy they decided to do one of these games, and I really hope we do more down the road.
Absolutely. As the hometown parade is right around the corner, Saturday, September 21st. Come celebrate, as the theme of this parade is Landmarks of America. The parade will kick off at 2 p.m. Elk Grove Boulevard near Toohey and will end at Lions Drive. You'll be able to watch the full parade live on EGTV, Comcast Channel 6, and on the EGT website and Facebook page, as well as Oktoberfest. It'll take place at Rotary Green on Friday, September 20th, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., and on Saturday, September 21st, right after the parade from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Enjoy the live music, German food, beer, fun activities, and more. All information will be at the village website, elkgrove.org.
I mean, the hometown parade's been around for however long, but the Oktoberfest, that is a real fun time.
Yeah.
They do a really, really nice job on that. It's worth heading over there for however many hours you want to do it.
So, first half of the flag football is completed. I mean, I've enjoyed it so far. I'm still trying to learn it as much as you are, I assume.
Yeah,
but what were your
100%.
thoughts?
I've learned quite a bit already, but I will tell you, if you have some speed,
Yeah,
you can do well in this game.
Yeah.
Fremd kind of figured out if they send two, that takes our quarterback out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the last play that they did, she hits the end around and goes about 60 yards and just unfortunately got called back, you know. I hope to see us score a touchdown here in the second half. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Just to be aware of it, too, is we're not at this point into the game yet, but if Fremd does score another touchdown, mercy rule is considered 20 points, and if it's at the 2-minute mark of the game will be completed, as they say, as you are not able to come back from 20 in 2 minutes. So hopefully we don't get to that point and we get a full 40 minutes here of football.
Yeah, but some of the scores I was seeing were 33-0, 40-0 on other schools and whatnot, so I'm not sure how that plays out. But
yeah,
again,
it definitely seems like
we both did our research and came up almost blank, right?
Yeah.
It's too new.
Yeah, exactly. And it feels like one school has gotten the numbers and the athletes, while the other school may not have, and then why the scores are so lopsided. But I wouldn't say that Elk Grove doesn't have the athletes. There are a bunch of great athletes on this field for Elk Grove, and just got to put it all together.
Yeah, right. I like the uniforms, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're going to get back to the second half, right?
Yeah, so now I assume the directions will be switched here, as Elk Grove was attacking right to left on your screen. Now it's going to be Fremd attacking right to left, with Elk Grove now going to go left to right. Even on like interceptions, the attacking directions did not change.
It stays, right?
Yeah.
Fremd will begin
At least from what we saw.
I do like the running clock, I gotta be honest with you. I still think like 2 20-minute halves might be a little low, but I mean, they're just starting out. They'll figure it out. But
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you can see some of these football games that are like
flea flicker, and it's going to work out well. Jill Simonian gets us underway here. She falls and ball hits the ground, so it's a dead ball right there as clock will
she might have
start.
Turned an ankle over there. She might have turned an ankle over there.
Clock hasn't started.
So I know the ISA has been doing more and more, but I do believe that there's going to be a shot clock in basketball this year.
I heard the same exact.
Which, if there is, that would be the smartest thing they've done in a century, right?
Yeah, I think I heard 35 seconds instead of the college 30, but hey, at least you get acclimated to that quicker because it is right away in college. As Lily Mayer makes a man miss. She's staying inside and now throws it right over to Simonian. Flag pulled. As you said, it looked like she rolled her ankle. It was great to see her right back onto the field there for Fremd, Jill Simonian.
So London Buchanan, I believe, is the defender against the quarterback. She did a great job. She never lost track of her at all. Kind of blew up the play. Yeah, I look at high school sports as developmental, right?
Yeah.
Not many kids go and play college sports. However, right, a 35-second time clock, it to me essentially will get more kids involved, more offense, and that's what kids come out to play sports for.
Yeah.
I've seen many a time where a coach is up 18, 19 points
and they just start passing it around.
It's like, are we kidding each other here, right? Is that conference win worth like what you're really chasing?
Yeah. Does that look to be a rush there by? So it looks like they have a number 7, but we don't have a number 7 on our roster.
Leah Cortez. Oh, for Elk Grove?
For Fremd.
No, we do not.
Yeah, the number 7's here on the near side. Good throw there by Mayer, and it goes out over the head. So incomplete pass, as that is going to be now second down as they were able to get across the 40 on the run from number 7. Fremd. Again, sorry if you were watching and we don't have the name for her.
My MVP so far for the Grenadiers is this London Buchanan. She's got an engine that doesn't stop, and she just keeps pestering the quarterback. She's everywhere. Fremd has a couple different types of setups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they run a lot of different plays. Where it kind of is like Elk Grove in a way that they just got to try and find a way to run some plays. And that will definitely help the offense. To the left, one to the right here for Mayer. Handoff. And that's Madeline Vohanen.
She's got speed.
Vohanen, she's running through the defense. Flag's going to be pulled at the 37-yard line. Otherwise, she was gone.
Yeah, good tackle.
It is weird saying tackle, too.
Right.
When they pull the
Until
flag.
I know what the vernacular is, I'll have to stick with it. Just the first thing that comes to my head.
38-yard line.
So now it's going to be 1st and 18 here, as once again, you just got to get to every 20-yard line to get the first down, 20, 40, 40, 20 into the end zone. As Fremd marching down the field here, 3 minutes gone in the second half. Mayer steps back, dumps it off, pass completed. So it looks like to Gabby Weber. Her flag's going to be pulled as she falls to the ground right around the 24-yard line. Gabby Weber.
Yeah, I am noticing just because they're calling it flag football does not mean it's not a contact sport. Because
even though in the rule, when I was able to find the rules, they say please do not try as much as possible, stay away from contact. But obviously it's going to happen.
With the runner with the ball, they're going to run through anything and just assume they have their flag still on.
Mayer throws it right back, and it's going to be dropped. This is by number 11, I believe, Sam Strachki.
A little behind her, but she was wide open.
Yeah. So this goes to 3rd down. Need about 4 yards to extend the drive. And no kicking, so even if they were 4th down, I'd assume they go for it at this spot on the field.
Right, no field goals whatsoever.
Only is punting. And then we saw that in the first half. Very first drive of the game for Elk Grove as Mayer pressured, dumps it off. There's Weber. Weber gets past the 20 and gets around to the 13-yard line. So now you can say this is the red zone, I assume, for Fremd, trying to continue the ball game, extend their lead from 14-0.
I want to remember what this crowd size is because in a couple of years it's going to be
triple
that.
Yeah, absolutely, maybe even quadruple.
Right.
You got some other fans taking pictures of the children, just remembering as Mayer steps away into the end zone, almost intercepted. It looks like Petrick was there.
Good defensive
and as
play.
well as Ariana Herreta. Looked like she was the one that went through the arms there. There's also, they got pressure onto the QB. That looked like London Bachmanen. Or Buchanan, sorry. That's how you exactly. So 2nd down for Fremd. Clock is under 15.
Yeah, they load the backfield quite a bit.
Yeah,
the center snaps and she'll go out or turn around for a pass.
Two fake handoff. Mayer dumps it off to one of the fake handoffs. That's Adrienne Farrell.
We're going to see a 3rd down.
And it's going to be at the 6-yard line.
This will be 2-down territory for sure,
absolutely.
Right? You're up 14-0.
I assume everyone wants to get to that 20 mark where you can get out of the game early.
Anyhow, it's 3rd down, goal to go.
Again, 3 running backs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Mayer, the QB. Now movement as there goes Vohana. Mayer throws it. Almost intercepted by Elk Grove. That was right on the doorstep.
That would have been a huge interception.
See the number there.
Fremd loves to have the center snap the ball, take about 7 steps, sit down, and turn around for the short pass. And that's kind of their outlet, right? If everybody else is covered, they'll go back to that.
Otyla Moore was the one that broke up the pass, almost came away with the interception. So 4th down here. First time seeing a 4th down. Mayer surveys, gets away. Flag has been pulled, and that's a turnover on downs here. There you go.
Great play.
Player of the game on the defensive side, London Buchanan.
That's awesome.
So now I'm assuming here, since they are starting at what seems to be the 10.5, 11-yard line, they just got to get to the 20-yard line.
And then it starts. That's my thought as well.
So 9 yards to get the first down to start it at the 20, but this also will start it.
All the clock makers are going to get a couple addendums because you have to stretch that first and whatever a little bit because I'm seeing 1 and 2. I don't know. We'll see.
So defense now coming out for Fremd as the offense wasn't exactly sure what was happening, but
yeah, that was 4th down for sure.
Yeah. So now there's 2 people in the backfield here for Elk Grove. Blankenship is one of them. Trying to see the other number. I assume Cano.
First down, Grants.
3 receivers to the right for Blankenship. Does fake handoff to Cano. Throws it, intercepted right back, and it's going to be Jordan Farrell. Farrell remains on her feet, makes Blankenship miss, and takes it to the house for a pick 6 to get the score to 20-0.
So unfortunate. The pass was just a floater, and if you're going to float, it can't be over the middle.
Yeah.
That's a shame, but well, they'll get the ball back now at the 20.
After this play, we'll see what Fremd decides to do. Go for 1 or 2. They both touchdowns have decided to go for 2 so far. And it does look like they're going to try and go for 2 here once again. It seems like you might as well just go for 2. It's 3 extra yards.
Right.
Might as well just try it. So 3 bunch receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and player in the backfield. And this is a new QB, Bella Delmar. Delmar throws it, dumps it
underneath.
Off. Gwen Zimmerman.
Extra point attempted.
And it's going to be failed. So remains 20-0 here. 11:30 left to go in the ball game. Elk Grove's got to get a score before the 2 minutes left in the half, and otherwise it will be the slaughter.
Really want to see a score here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't care how long it takes. Just got to get somebody in the end zone. Get in the history books.
So see how Peyton Blankenship, the junior, responds after an interception.
Yeah, if we can keep the passes to the wings.
I would just say try and keep the ball on the ground as much as possible.
If you can.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Blankenship. Same exact play here. Same exact. I mean, it was the exact same play. Players dropped,
it's just
though.
Dangerous to float that. I'd like to see Blankenship pump fake and go.
Yeah. Abdul Razak was the intended target.
We saw her speed on that one that was called back. She's lightning fast.
Yeah, Blankenship. See now what the play is. Even Cano's got a lot of speed there too out of the backfield. Now here it is, Blankenship. Another pass down the middle, intercepted. Bella DeMar, flag pulled right away.
Pass is intercepted by Bella.
Quick turn of events, right? That was only like three running minutes.
And now half is halfway gone here, and Elk Grove needs another turnover on their defensive side to try and stay in this ball game. As going down 2 scores to stay in it is going to be a little tough.
Yeah, it would be tough.
Especially, I mean, I assume you guys at home feel the same way that these games are flying. It really does feel like we're not just started this broadcast, and there's only 9 to 7 minutes left.
I can't think of any other high school sport that is this quick, to be honest with you.
Maybe volleyball at times, just because it's 2 sets as a handoff. Gets around the corner is Simonian. Flag, stop and go, and now will be pulled at the 10-yard line. Made a defender miss, and that was number 20, Ariana Huerta.
I'm gonna call what I'm about to say as a fan. The one thing I love about this is there's no dancing and taunting after a good play.
Yeah. Here's your flag, and let's have some more fun.
And I know the kids learned it from the NFL and the NBA, but geez Louise, act like you've been there before.
Yeah.
And the girls are doing a great job of that. There's some really good athletes out here, and they're just playing hard.
Mayer makes a player miss in the backfield.
Hit her.
Pass juggled and falls to the ground.
Oh.
It is tough to see when that flag is pulled and if the ball is in the air or not yet.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right on what you said. Both of these teams are pulling each other's flags and then going right up to that player and saying, "Here you go,"
There's
not throwing it onto
like
the ground.
Ray Lewis or when you start getting paid to play a sport, you can feel free to do whatever you want.
And a lot of these now are going to be a lot quicker when it used to be with NIL into the NCAA level.
Yeah, God. Just crazy money for some of these kids.
Mayer getting us back underway, slanted in the middle and caught for a touchdown. This looks to be Jill Simonian. getting the score to 26-0. 8 minutes remaining, possibly 6 if Elk Grove can find a way to get onto the scoreboard. They would definitely go for 2 here if converted.
I like the conversions too. The options.
Yeah, it's
for
actually
1 and 2.
it's fun. It makes the game a little more interesting here as well. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As the now motion comes, Mayer dumps it off right back to Simonian, and she fumbles it, and as well as Mayer falls to the ground.
Well, Buchanan got a flag, but by doing so, she set her back like 3 yards. But the pass is already out of her hands.
So 26-0 here. Elk Grove still in this game to continue the clock, but need a score. So I assume now, because of the 2-point conversion, the ball will start at the 20-yard line, and that's where the ball has been placed.
Would love to see just a nice little drive here and 6 points. That'd be great.
Yeah, we definitely want to see the first Elk Grove touchdown
right.
of the season and
let's see
of
the
history
residents
as well.
see it too.
This is the only game Elk Grove.
Yeah, we moved a little quickly.
Yeah, left early is basically everybody on the Elk Grove side.
Yeah, I think it was like the whole right side.
That's when
from left to right.
That's one on the TV when the refs say everyone but number 3 or something like that.
Which is the center.
Yeah.
Still first down, but now 25 yards needed to get.
So yep, you heard the PA. You have to get to the 40 still, no matter what. Blankenship throws it, intercepted, taken right from Cano, and Ella Todd brings it to the end zone for another pick 6 in this half. It gets the score to 32-0.
I mean, the pass was just a smidge behind her, but the defender was just all over it.
Yeah, they
That
read
play,
that pretty well.
If she misses, that play could go for a big chunk because the defender was, all momentum was going back this way, but she had good hands and defensive touchdown.
So 2-point conversion here once again, looking to extend the lead is Fremd. And now it is Bella Del Mar. Directing traffic, Del Mar. Staying in the pocket, throws it into the back corner of the end zone. It was a great pass just over the head of Ella Todd, though.
Just a little deep.
Yeah. Good throw there, though, by Fremd Del Mar. So it remains 32-0, 5.5 to play in this one.
Who does Elk Grove have this Friday night that we're going to be doing on EGTV?
Niles West.
Niles West, okay.
Let me double check that. Yes, Niles West, 7:30 start.
Still on our non-conference schedule, right? There's only been 3. This will be game 3, I believe.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the research yet for Friday, but we will be doing that shortly.
Yeah, it'd be good to see some of the younger names in the starting lineup.
As you know, it's going to be a packed house on this side for the Grenadiers fans. First home game.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a beautiful day, September 13th.
I believe my buddy Mo Burt graduated, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
My favorite player of last year.
New quarterback.
Pass here.
And man. That was Otila Moore.
Yeah, she overran it, unfortunately.
I think... Who was that? Number 2, the intended receiver?
30,
number 3?
19.
Okay, so Lola Asino. Man, she was there. She catches that. It was a foot race to the end zone.
Right. That was close.
So number 1, Otila Moore was the first one to throw that one. Just trying to find Blankenship here, see where she is on the field.
Just coming over the middle
fake
here now.
handoff as Cano went to the other side.
Good
This
catch.
pass is complete, and that is London Buchanan completing that one.
She's having a nice game.
As Buchanan is a sophomore, so we'll definitely continue to see her on the field as we continue these broadcasts in the future. As 4 minutes remain into the game, but 2 minutes until that slaughter mercy rule is in effect, and the game will end at 2. Well, it does look like here, though, Otila Moore can toss the ball a little bit. Here's another pass completed. That's Blankenship. Flag is going to be tossed or grabbed right at the 37.
I do like the idea of getting Blankenship
As a
ball in
receiver.
space,
Yeah, absolutely.
right?
She's quick. And
Yeah.
she's got room. She'll be able to run. As Blankenship, I mean, she's had a lot of rushing yards this game, and there's a couple receiving. Is now Elk Grove driving down the field, exactly what you need to see her. Now Blankenship goes into the backfield. Canoa receives onto the right, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Blankenship into the backfield, dumps it right off to Moore, and right through the fingertips of Moore.
Yeah, she tried to turn upfield before she had the ball in her hands. She could hear the footsteps, I'm guessing.
The turf pellets hitting the back of her calves from the other team. And that was the 4th down. I didn't even realize we were having so much fun just saying the names and the completions, but it was a turnover on downs. So the Fremd offense coming back out, 50 seconds remaining here in the ball game. 32-0.
Well, the Gren's bench is still having some fun. Their group
absolutely.
They got some laughs going.
So
you have to like what you want to do it.
Simonian.
She's quick.
Gets around. Flag going to be pulled right at the 31-yard line. 2.5 left to go. 30 seconds until that slaughter rule. We'll see if it is implemented. I assume so, but new sport, you never know what you read if it's true onto the internet per se as well.
I think by next year we'll have a little more idea as to what is actually the rules.
Yeah.
11 yards needed for a first down.
So Lily Mayer still there. Another handoff.
Ooh, nice.
She's going to fake it and take it herself. Mayer runs. Splits the defense. Blankenship tries to get
her.
Unable to do so, and Lily Mayer able to get into the end zone as now clock is under 2 minutes. We'll see what the refs do here. It goes to 38-0. Our score.
That was a really nice ball fake.
Absolutely. That fooled me as well.
Yeah, it fooled us, fooled everybody.
And now players do come out into the...
Yeah, they're going to go meet at midfield.
Yeah. So,
well, that was fun, and I really hope this thing grows. It took a while for lacrosse, and now it's just as good as any other varsity sport that kids have been playing. It might be a few years, but we'll see the growth here.
Absolutely is. Our final score here, 38-0. I completely agree. I mean, it was a lot of fun, a lot of great talent on both sides of the field. I thought, even though the score says it one way, it definitely didn't feel like that type of game. But yeah, I'm excited now. Friday night, boys varsity football right back here, 7:30 p.m. John and I will both be on the call. He's John Walls. I'm Chris Randall. We'll see you Friday night as our final score here, 38-0 for the first ever varsity flag football game.
Thanks, everybody. See you Friday.